So I think the last show I finished was Fallout. Fallout was Fallout was really good. I really enjoyed Fallout. At least the season 1. Season 2 I think was like less good than season 1, but I think like it does have a lot of like the DNA of like the actual game. So that's what makes it really good. The only issue that I found was like sort of the ending. So like basically like the ending of the show, I feel like his character, like I'm forgetting the name, but the main character, um at least I think he's the main character. Um his performance by the way was just has been just incredible. So his performance is just incredible. So his character, he's kind of still looking for his family, so we don't really push past there. We're kind of just where we were before. Like his parent, his it kind of confirms, I guess, that at least his wife and like his daughter are somewhere else, and he can go and find them. But the issue is like he's gone through all this progress throughout this entire season, and he's kind of where he was before, where like he hasn't found them. He hasn't found his family, and now he's gonna go on a different adventure to find them. And it's like, oh my god, is that what season 3 is gonna be about? And like obviously the main enjoyment of this season was like the flashbacks and getting the story of like what exactly, spoilers by the way, spoilers, what caused the events um that happened, and how he was kind of like a part of that. So it really just makes his character and adds to his importance in the entire grand scheme of things. So that part was incredible. But I think like at least I haven't watched season 1 obviously since it came out like 2 years ago. So I feel like the flashbacks and stuff maybe could have been included back then as well. And like it didn't really add to like what was going on with this current season. And on top of that, like there's a lot of cool things going in the back, which I think they kind of rushed through. So one was the war with the Brotherhood, and they kind of just flew through that. Or like, sorry, they didn't fly through it, but like they kind of just told people that hey, this war has begun, and then like we just kind of are aware of it. They never speak about it again until like the final episode, where they're like, "Oh, this is happening. This is going on, and we're gonna build up to it for the next season." And you know what? Sure, that's cool. It's interesting. Um, this guy is an amazing actor, by the way. His character though was frustrating me because obviously like he kind of gets away with what he needs to get away with by the end. So you're kind of punching the air at the end. Um, and then the other part was the vault, the other vault dwellers with his son. Once again, I forget the names of these guys, but he literally. Let me see if I can find an image of that. If they even included it in the trailer, that first trailer. Yeah. So like being basically led by this guy, and then obviously there's a whole conflict that happens there. But that narrative doesn't go anywhere, and that was kind of bothering me because I'm like, we keep cutting to this guy and this team of um, vault people. This story isn't going anywhere, and by the end of it, like that doesn't really go anywhere. The only interesting aspect of their story was it kind of reminded me of like the Fallout Shelter game, like on the iPhone, and like how like each of these people have like their own like life and job and stuff, and it kind of gave me a reminiscent to like that game. And I was like, okay, that's kind of fascinating. Like maybe each of these people have a role. Like one's an engineer, one's one's like a plumber, and like each of these people have their own roles that they can sort of go about doing. And it kind of might just be like they build their own vault or something. I don't know. Definitely a stretch, but I was like, that's an interesting sort of connection I can make there. But besides that, the last episode, oh my god, they have to wrap up so much. by the final episode. And when they go on to wrap that all that information or all those different storylines, you literally have such little time because I believe the episode isn't even that long, and you have so many storylines that you got to connect and bring together. And when they bring in all those stories together, there's so many coincidences that happen. So like, character shows up right before another character is about to die to save them. Oh, this person we need for the next season. So we're just gonna say, oh, they were injured, but they're not dead. So a lot of that happened back to back. Like if it's one or two things that happen, you're like, it's fine, it's whatever. But when that happens back to back, you're like, oh brother, and you're kind of rolling your eyes at the screen. So that was kind of frustrating. Um, so like I'm not as excited about this next season, season three, because the season kind of ends off like meh. The way I was hyped at the end of season one, I'm definitely not as hyped for season three, um, with this season. So, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that, which kind of sucks, but still a great show. Like it's still a good show. Like it's entertaining. Like it's something that you'd watch, which which is great to see.